Hi, this is Yogeshwar 7000 and I'm back with on my series on nakshatras today. And so far we have covered 7 nakshatras. The last was the nakshatra called Punarvasu. That was the 7th nakshatra, and today we'll be talking about the 8th nakshatra, which is Pushya Nakshatra. Now this nakshatra covers a distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes like all other nakshatras, between 3 degrees and 21 minutes of Cancer through 16 degrees and 40 minutes of Cancer. So the entire nakshatra is situated within the zodiac sign of Cancer. There are 27 nakshatras, each cover a distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes. You multiply that by 27, it comes to 360 degrees, which is the distance of the entire zodiac. And Pushya, being entirely in Cancer, is going to be ruled by the Cancer characteristics, which are the characteristics of the Lord of the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is Moon. And as we know that when we talk about people born in a certain nakshatra, generically we say that he's born in a certain nakshatra, meaning where the placement of Moon was at the time of birth. There are 9 major planets, and each are going to be placed in some nakshatra or the other out of the 27 nakshatras, because the nakshatras cover the entire zodiac of 360 degrees. But as a generic statement, we say that a person is born in a certain nakshatra based on what the placement of Moon was, meaning where Moon was placed, which nakshatra Moon was placed, we will say that this person was born in that nakshatra. So Pushya Nakshatra, there'll be a double impact of Moon. Why? Because it's situated in the zodiac sign of Cancer. That is one. And the second thing is, which is ruled by Moon, and the second thing is the placement of Moon itself is in this nakshatra, which spans over a distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes between 3 degrees and 20 minutes or 3 degrees and 21 minutes of Cancer through 16 degrees and 40 minutes of Cancer, again ruled by Moon. So Moon is the key word here, and what brings with Moon is actually nourishment, because Moon is about nourishment. And Pushya comes from the word nourishment, which in Sanskrit is called Pushti. Pushti in Sanskrit means nourishment. So that's how the nakshatra got its name. And of course, like I mentioned, there's a double impact of Moon here, and Moon is all about giving and nourishing, and it's the natural ruler of the 4th house, which is about nourishment. So Moon is all about nourishment. And the symbol, like all other nakshatras, the symbol of this nakshatra is the udder of a cow. So that's where we get milk, and that's how the cow nourishes all of us. Its own, the cow feeds the calf, and it feeds all of us. And so that's why it's symbolically it's the mother, it's who provides nourishment. And that's how the symbol of this nakshatra is given as the udder of a cow. Now, the animal symbol, like all other symbols, is a ram. And the ruling planet of this nakshatra is Saturn. Now, Saturn and Moon are quite opposites, but we'll get into that in a moment. The presiding deity of this nakshatra is Brahaspati. Now Brahaspati as a deity is slightly different from the planet Jupiter, but Brahaspati is about the planet Jupiter itself, but there's a slight difference. Like I said, as a deity it's Brahaspati, and then of course another name of the planet Jupiter is also Brahaspati. So that's the presiding deity here. And very interestingly, since there is a connection of the planet Jupiter here with this nakshatra, Hindus consider it's very auspicious to buy gold during this nakshatra, as we know that moon jumps from one nakshatra to the other in approximately one day, and it covers the entire cycle in about 27 days. And mythologically, it is believed that the 27 nakshatras are the daughters of Prajapati Daksha, who's the son of Brahma, who's the creator of the universe, or Brahma through Prajapati, and Prajapati started the human race. That's what the Hindu mythology, well, I shouldn't be calling it mythology, it's Hindu philosophy, or Hindus believe in, rather. That's what they believe in. So 27 daughters of Daksha are representative of the 27 nakshatra. Moon moves from one nakshatra, or jumps from one nakshatra to another in approximately one day and comes back in 27 days. So here moon is in Pushya Nakshatra between its distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes. And so the qualities of moon manifests itself in a double way. Again, I had mentioned that it's because it's in Cancer, which is also ruled by moon, and moon itself is in Pushya Nakshatra here, as we are talking about, because generically we consider a person to be born in a nakshatra when the moon's placement in that particular nakshatra. So because of the presiding deity, or Brahaspati, which has a connection with the planet Jupiter, the Hindus consider, and Brahaspati or Jupiter is related to the metal gold, so it's considered to be extremely auspicious to buy gold as per the Hindus' beliefs. And also, very interestingly, that Lord Rama and Sita married when moon was in Pushya Nakshatra. So Rama and Sita were married in Pushya Nakshatra, and that is the reason why some people believe that it's not very auspicious to get married when moon is in this nakshatra. Why? Because as we all know, that Rama, after he got married, he had to go to the forest with his wife for 14 years, and it was a very, very tough marriage for him. And after that, Mother Sita was kidnapped by Ravana, and she had to go through that pain of staying there in Lanka, where Ram had to wage war and rescue her. And when he came back to Ayodhya and was crowned king of Ayodhya, then again there was a separation. If you read the Ramayana, especially people from the West, you'll know there was again a separation, and Mother Sita had to go live somewhere else. She gave birth to twins, Love and Kush, and the father could not even see his own children. So it was a troubled marriage all through. And so Hindus believe that, okay, well, this may not be the best nakshatra to get married, so they try to avoid that. Also, Bharat, who was the younger brother of Rama, who actually for 14 years managed the affairs of the kingdom of Ayodhya in Rama's absence. Bharat was not the king, he was managing the kingdom on behalf of Lord Rama, and he was also born in this nakshatra. So there's a lot which speaks about this nakshatra, because the characteristics of Bharat can be explained through the characteristics of people born in this nakshatra. So make a little note of this here. So as I mentioned, that this nakshatra is to help to provide nourishment, and to be giving, and to be philanthropic, social. So the positive traits of this nakshatra actually are hardworking. Why hardworking? Because of the ruling planet Saturn. Saturn is about hard work. So King Bharat, or not King Bharat, he was managing the kingdom on behalf of Lord Rama was very hardworking, and very, very giving, and very kind. People on of this nakshatra, you'll see they'll be very kind, and that's because of the influence of the planet moon, and of course helpful. Also very intelligent as well, people of this nakshatra. Why? Because of the influence of the presiding deity, which is Brahaspati, which is synonymous with the planet Jupiter, as I said. So learned, spiritual, and very educated. That's all coming from the planet Jupiter. Kind, coming from the planet Moon. And of course, very ambitious at times because of the animal symbol of the ram. The ram is extremely ambitious towards his goals. Now, as far as the negative traits of this nakshatra are concerned, they could get very stubborn. And where is the stubborn element coming from? From the ram. Because ram is, as you know, if it goes after something, it just is very stubborn. It will keep going after it. Sometimes people of this nakshatra can get arrogant, and that's again coming from the animal symbol ram, as you see, and extremists as well. Sometimes the negative traits also can be described as being overly sensitive because of the influence of the planet moon. And since the ruling planet of the nakshatra is Saturn, there's a clash between Saturn and moon always, because they are opposites. So if there's an influence of Saturn on moon, it can make kind of a clash and make a person extremely sensitive, overly sensitive, very touchy, and also at times insecure, because moon is about security, moon is about nourishment, moon is about kindness, and all the motherly qualities. And then if there's an influence of Saturn, which is a major malefic, then these positive qualities can get disturbed to a point. And of course, Saturn is about discipline and hard work as well, but because of the malefic nature of Saturn, if it disturbs the mind, which is the moon, then a person, like I said, we just discussed, overly sensitive and also insecure. And in this insecurity, he can make wrong decisions and can get depressed at times as well. The career interests, as far as the career interests of people born in Pushya Nakshatra is concerned, they can be great priests. They can be good in managing, because Saturn is about discipline and management and authority, and they can be good managers as well. Also, they can be good professors and teachers thanks to the planet Jupiter. And of course, Bharat, the King Bharat, or you can call him king or not, I don't know, but he was managing the kingdom on behalf of Lord Rama, and he managed it extremely well. There were no complaints. So good management skills, as we just discussed. Sometimes they can make good politicians as well, because the planet moon is about being social, the society. So they can interact extremely well in the society. They can be good speakers, very intelligently project themselves, and be very social. So they can make good politicians at times as well. As far as other professions, they can be in the milk business. Why? Because moon is about milk and dairy business. We've seen a lot of people born in this nakshatra being very successful in those kinds of businesses where milk or milk products are related or are involved rather. So, and as far as the padas go, as we all know that the nakshatra of 13 degrees and 20 minutes is further subdivided into 4 divisions, equal divisions, or padas, as it's called in Sanskrit, which spans a distance of 3 degrees and 20 minutes each. And then there's a ruling planet associated with that pada. So we're not going to get into that today. We will just restrict this video to the general characteristics and the positive and negative traits and the career interests of people born in Pushya Nakshatra. And then in our next video, we're going to discuss about the four paras and how these four paras can influence a person's general nature, characteristics, career interests further based on the rulership of the planets. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. In the meanwhile, I will recommend subscribe to my channel and check out my website. There is a link below, and I will see you with an interesting topic soon. Goodbye.